I think there are many CEOs here, of course, most of whom have not been to prison, but have been through very difficult times. Well, some may have gone to prison for different reasons than you have, like I've gone to ISA for a short period. But I think there's a lot of people in this room who've gone through adversities. And I think there's, to the same extent that there is a lot of admiration for Dr. Mahathir as a person, who at the age of 93 can come back and lead a country with vigor and energy. There's also a huge amount of admiration for you of how you have gone through imprisonment 3 times with no assurance at all that you would end your political life or even end your life coming back as you have done today. And I think it would be useful for us to hear from you from a personal point of view. How do you go through such an adversity? How do you go through being a deputy prime minister to then becoming a detainee, being released again, going back in again, with no assurance that here today you're going to be a prime minister in waiting? How do you keep your spirits up? Because that's something at a personal level that I think many people in this room, for very different reasons, as we go through financial crises and private crises, how do we find the will to go on?
On a lighter note, when I was released in 2004, there's too many times I was released in jail, so that I got to quote you the year. Because I'm talking about the release in 2004. I was invited by Mandela to Joburg, with the whole family. And when he saw my children, we got young then, he was visibly, he was affected and was in tears. And he said to me, Anwar, I don't know why we did it. I was looking at my children. We must be mad or crazy. So I said to him, Madiba, we are not mad, but crazy, I totally agree with you. That's a lighter note. On a more serious note, Kennedy, in his Profiles in Courage, talks about courage of conviction, tenacity of purpose. I think in leadership, in any struggle, you must have conviction. And conviction can be affected with courage. You must have then the tenacity of purpose. But I would add on, you must have compassion. We talk about business or governance. Compassion for the millions who are marginalized, who depend, who love you, who support purely with the hope that you are going to help and champion their cause. You can't then become a leader, then start stealing from public purse. So compassion is one. But in my limited experience, certainly forgiveness is another. We have a larger agenda. We have a country to serve. In our case, we say, save Malaysia. And okay, I suffered. It was a very painful decision. Mind you, it was painful. It was not easy. I'm not a hypocrite to suggest to you that, oh, I was right, I'm philosophically, it's okay. You have to move on. It's not simple. I know how we, the family and the colleagues, suffered. I know how difficult it was when I had to sit with Aziza and Nuriza towards the end and finally endorse Mahathir as the Prime Minister, as our leader. But we decided, again with conviction, because we want to save the country. So what we learned, you must have principles and conviction. And to me, religion plays a part. And my years in prison, I had virtually read on Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, Hinduism, the Chinese philosophy. I remember discussing George Yeo. It's beyond Needham, the science and the civilization. Needham. We did discuss those years. It's beyond that. It's again humanity, again values as integrating force in society and culture, and compassion. And you can't move if you are inflicted with that disease in the heart of getting angry and not prepared to forgive. you have to let go and move on, because for the people, for Malaysians is what? For Anwar to be angry with the past? Yes, they can talk about it, they sympathize, or they even cry. But then, for general Malaysians is what it takes to ensure that Malaysia emerge as a successful nation, economically vibrant, because only that we can share with the people. And therefore, if you use that as a priority for the future, then we must be able to forgive and forget the past. Thank you.